We were seeing JR and Jerry Lawler hosting the show, a duo
Oh,
of
the
legends, and
baddest man on the planet, or
on the
whatever.
planet, Ken Shamrock on his way to the ring for our first match of the episode, and it's going to be a triple threat, dog.
Oh, with whom?
Who can it be? I'm gonna give you a clue since you probably don't remember, as you
Okay.
said. We
Is
got
it
another
Steve
MMA
Blackman?
fight. No, no, but another MMA fighter.
Oh, Dan Severn.
That's right. We're
Yeah,
talking the man of the mustache.
yeah. Dan Severn.
Little punch of the jaw by
Oh,
Ken
yeah,
Shamrock to
yeah.
prep
Why
him
not
out.
just punch yourself in the face? That's all. Always. It's always really cool to get in the ring and look across the ring, and your guy is Ken Shamrock, and he's punching himself like really hard in the face. You go like, yeah, I want the bell to ring. I want to lock up with you.
What's it like with the MMA guys making the transition? Do they have a hard time eh, pulling things? I'll
so
say.
look, I think some of them do, but Ken Shamrock was really good. Like he got really good really fast because he was a great athlete. I don't think Dan Severn ever really caught on because he's such of a grappler. Like,
And then preferred the shoot wrestling
yeah,
style.
yeah,
Preferred to
yeah.
lock it up for real in Japan and actually fight.
Yeah, yeah, and look, I don't want to do any of that. I want mine. I want mine to be as phony baloney as it can be. So
Pre
who
Brock
else?
Lesnar, no beast incarnate, but the beast Dan Severn.
Oh yeah,
And I actually don't remember how big he actually was.
yeah. He's a
Then
big dude. I see him at some of these conventions. He's a huge guy. Like, you know, he can just take you down and manhandle you if he wanted to. Okay, who's the third participant?
But even notice we went to commercial break
Big
with
Pop.
that stare down, bringing up a little bit of anticipation, trying to
Yeah.
get the crowd excited coming back out of break. And now Owen Hart making his way to the ring.
Oh, this is when he was with the Nation. It was the greatest. Where was this at? In Des Moines? Did
Des
you
Moines,
say?
Iowa, yeah.
Oh, darn.
So we haven't talked much about Owen. So what are your favorite Owen stories?
Oh man, you know what? I do not have one. I have a million, and he was just so much fun to be around that like it seems like every time you tried to do anything with Owen, like you go out to eat, go to make a trip, it was a story. You know what I mean? It was that much fun to be around him, and I miss him, man, because he was a good dude.
Yeah, action in the ring saw Owen coming into the ring, shooting a quick double on the MMA expert Ken Shamrock, taking him down. And now he's taking it to Ken Shamrock with a series of punches until being whipped into the ropes. Japanese arm drag by Shamrock's beautiful.
Yeah, and
Oh my God.
hello,
Wake you up with
hello
that
again.
back kick.
But yeah, he was pretty good. Shamrock was. He wasn't pretty good. He was really good. He was athletic. But I loved Dan Severn's strategy here.
Shamrock also got that mainstream attention. He used to make the rounds on all the talk shows, putting over the world's strongest man or world's most dangerous man gimmick.
Yeah.
And got the opportunity to kind of bring some more exposure to the company.
Yeah, no, look, you go back and watch some of those first UFC shows. He was the man. You know what I mean? There was a couple of real tough guys, and he was one of them. And so, yeah, it definitely brought some crossover publicity.
And talking about
Look at
tough
Severn.
guys,
Severn still hasn't done a thing.
He's
Still
just hanging
standing
out
in
in
the
the
corner.
back.
He's standing in the corner while Owen and Shamrock have a wrestling match.
because I feel like a good fighter actually knows where to find their,
Yeah,
not
yeah.
just in the wrestling sense, but in his world. He's like, no, I'm going to let them tire themselves out, and then I'll come in.
Is it a triple threat? Because he didn't even try to make a save or make a move towards a save. Like
That's
if Owen
true.
beat Shamrock, would
It would have been
Owen
over.
won? You know. And so I'm just wondering about the psychology of one Dan Severn.
And Owen with huge facial expressions and intensity and emotion and aggression.
Oh yeah, Owen was the best, man. God, so much fun to be around.
I mean, that's what everybody says.
Shamrock was fun to be around too. Just very extreme. You know what I
I
mean?
feel like
Very
Shamrock would be
intense.
quick-tempered.
Yeah. Oh, really? Very intense. Some of the best rides I had was with him and Billy Gunn arguing about
Oh my gosh.
who was tougher because he rode a bull, and Shamrock would say riding a bull ain't hard. I can ride a bull right now.
Beautiful Enzuigiri, and Severn's like, I don't want a part of getting the back of my head kicked off.
Yeah, they're just going back and forth, and Severn ain't done nothing.
Shamrock and Severn both together helped put UFC on the map with their super fight main events. What did you think? Were you guys watching UFC in the back at all during this time as UFC was, emerging as this huge thing?
Yeah, so I wasn't into it. And look, I think some guys were getting into it, but I think it's some guys from that kind of background. You know what I mean? It came from a grappling style background, a judo or a wrestling or whatever. I think that probably they were paying more attention. But it was also we did that brawl for all, and it let me know, like, look, I don't want to do this for real at all. I don't want to. I want you to tell me what's coming next, and I'm going to tell you what I'm going to do.
Beautiful Hurricane Rana by just
Shamrock.
watching. It's been so many years. I don't remember him being this good.
Yeah, no, Shamrock was good, man, and it was his timing and his athleticism that ruled the day. But he also could do all the moves.
Well, that's what it is. Like he's demonstrating power. He's demonstrating ground-based wrestling. He's demonstrating aerial maneuvers with the Rana, and then facial expressions, intensity. And then just holy cow, gets accordioned with the German suplex by Owen.
That hurt me.
Oh, and then just stands
Drop
and
kick.
takes 2 feet to
Drop
the
kick
chin.
right in the face. Owen throws a good drop kick. Now he's going for the sharpshooter on Shamrock. Oh, big kickoff by Shamrock.
He got them big, powerful thighs. And
really,
Severn still
really,
just on the
really beautiful eyes. Oh, he went for it. What are you going to do, Dan?
But now he's into that.
Dan, what are you going to do? Oh, Dan.
And there it is. Locks in the Dragon Sleeper. Clutch. Done. It's it, right?
Well, that's it. It's got to be. If you're building him, this has got to be it, right? Look at Owen is just stomping him in the gut. As is that
Oh wow, is he's just out to sleep? Out. An interesting finish to this match with Owen not trying to get severed off at this point. They're just good. They just want to put the hurt on Shamrock. I actually don't remember the storyline around it.
I don't either. But this happened a lot during the Attitude Era, just like three guys would wrestle and no finish and no, you know what I mean? And just a lot of stuff for the heat, you know what I mean? Or for this builds up. Oh.
And Severn just doesn't let go. We got multiple officials in the ring, and we're creating that chaotic environment, as you said. Attitude Era was just about ADD style
Steve
wrestling.
Blackman slides in the ring.
Lethal Weapons here, picks up Owen for the sidewalk slam, drops him hard, and then focuses eyes on Severn.
No, it's Severn and Steve Blackman.
And Severn just doesn't care.
Severn just walks away. Yeah.
No sells Blackman.
No. He just no-sold him to lull him into a false sense of security. Yeah. And then he's choking Blackman out too. Big Dan Severn is proving his name to be correct tonight. He is a beast.
So this is what we
putting mother to sleep.
Yeah, I like it. But this is that spot of the Attitude Era where, like, everyone was in a storyline. It wasn't just matches. There was stories going on everywhere, and it was exciting no matter what you were watching. You may not like every segment.
Dave Hebner in the salmon shirt. May he rest in peace. Yep, he just passed away. That's him in that Pete shirt there. Yeah, look at the crowd. The crowd is like some stuff just went down here. You know what I mean? Like, and this is
on the lower card at that point too. So.
Yeah, this is right after Austin McMahon promo. Look, and there's the heat.
And there you go. Severn gets the win, which you'd say is surprising when you think of everyone's run in the WWF. But did you like him as a worker?
So I did not. But I mean, that's not to say whether he would be successful or not. You know what I mean? I don't like that style.
Didn't click in personalities. He was more slow and grapple-based.
And grappling. And that's, I don't know. For me, while that's very effective in a shoot environment, it's boring. You know what I mean?
So would there be resistance of him of someone trying to incorporate entertainment into his matches, or no, they just didn't book the matches to be that way?
So I don't know if you could have enough entertainment to outshine his
reputation.
lack of entertainment. You know
Yeah,
what I
yeah,
mean?
yeah.
Like he's a tough dude, and he's gonna act like a tough dude, and so you can't joke around too much with that guy. You know what I mean? Like he's got to do his thing, and you got to let him do his thing. Look, I would argue that his act today would work 100 times more than it did back then. And the reason being is now people are smartened up to the grappling, the jujitsu, the judo, all those fighting skills. Now he could really look, the Creed brothers. You know what I mean? Look at these guys who have been called the Steiner brothers, these guys who have been collegiate athletes, but then turn it into professional wrestling, and that grappling style is beneficial for you. So I think he would be much more successful today than he was back then.
And Blackman had a much longer career, I think, than people realize in WWE. He was there for quite a long time.
I actually just saw Steve Blackman about 2 weeks ago. He looks exactly the same. He's in incredible shape. He literally looked like he has not aged 1 minute. And it was good to talk to him. I hadn't seen him in a while.
And there, even as we go into commercial, we're still in the situation where there's excitement being built. The segment wasn't over. It continued and carried over, which made everyone tune in. And I know we're just getting going. So before we jump into this next segment where we're seeing the replay, let's hit pause on Peacock, and let's take a minute to talk about our newest sponsor in the cock.
It sounds funnier when you say it. Yeah.
1954 on the time code. 19 minutes, 54 seconds in, and we're getting into it. So let's
I thought
rock
you were
this.
saying that 1954 is where Dan Severn bought his wrestling gear. That's the year he got his gear.
Ooh, thrift store sweatshirt right there.
Yeah, please God, don't tell him I said that. He will beat me up.
Please put it on a headline and let's get some hits and views. All right, let's hit play on this and continue on with the show. 1954, everyone, coming down. Boom. We go back to the replay. We see Severn tapping out both Shamrock and Blackman, and then the confrontation and energy and exchange between Shamrock and the Stooges.